What up, to everybody? Watch the Speakeasy Podcast. It's your boy Easy. I'm joined today by Charlie Ontiveros, coming off his UFC debut on 3 days' notice. How are you, man?
Man, I'm doing good. Neck's a little stiff, but overall, just itching to get back in there.
Yeah, for the people who don't know, like what did go wrong in there with the neck?
They said a slight tear in the neck muscle to where, like whenever we went down on that last slam, his arm was underneath my neck, and then his face was against my face. So like once we landed, my neck just flowed too much for me. And,
Yeah, I remember seeing the replay too. It looked like a headbutt.
yeah, it more or less scared the shit out of me than anything. Like my neck popped, and then like my arm started burning. So I was just like, dude, my neck, I'm done. And he's like, what? I was like, dude, just get off my neck. And like he pulled his arm out easy and stuff, and I mean he was very respectful. But yeah, once the ref was like, all right, can you move your legs? I'm like, you know what? I can move my legs. All right, what about your hands? I'm like, they're tingly, but I can move them. So like that right there made me feel better. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna be able to walk. And then from there, like getting on the stretcher, that was painful. That was everybody's timing was off. My whole body was just being pulled around. It wasn't fun. But after that, they got me to a hospital. Gave me some some strong ibuprofen and got the neck muscles to relax. But I've just been seeing a chiropractor. He got me feeling better.
Was it still scary in that moment, like when you're on the stretcher and stuff like that, or like you were straight so you could feel your fingers and stuff?
I want to say till I got to the ambulance, it was pretty scary, and then the door shut, and then I'm just like, I'm just gonna go to sleep now. Like, and then the guy keeps on saying, "Hey, wake up, wake up." I'm like, "No, dude, I'm tired." I don't know if it was just the pain or what, but yeah, I got pretty sleepy pretty quick.
Yeah, UFC debut, man, on 3 days' notice. Like, I mean, I was just listening to Ideal Circumstances, but like, still pretty exciting. Like, it is the UFC. Like, what was your reaction in getting that call initially?
I mean, like we kind of knew we were only like a phone call away, so like I haven't been in like an actual fight camp, but I've been like steadily training, just waiting to where I wouldn't use the excuse on that fight like I wasn't ready or anything, but it was definitely like that phone call came. I was like, yeah. Then they're like, do you want to know who you're fighting? I was like, nah, I don't even care. I just like that's the stage I want to be on. And then they told me Kevin Holland, which my teammate Trevin was set to fight him before he had his incident in the locker room. And then I was set. I was like, cool, Kevin Holland. I was supposed to fight him like in the smaller promotions, and then start watching video on him. Like, dude, this kind of a vet in the UFC. He's had
You
more
went
than
hard this
five
summer.
fights.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah. Like I usually don't watch film, but like being up there at the hotel, I mean, I was bored, so yeah, I watched it and kind of psyched myself a little bit. That's why I don't watch the film. I usually just let my coaches watch it and tell me what I need to know. That way, I don't put this guy on a higher pedestal than what he really is or anything.
Yeah. Yeah, I heard that before from guys. Like, you don't want to watch too much film on people because you don't want to be like too like timid, or like or like you said, put them on a higher pedestal than where they're at. Shouts out to Baby Hog for tuning in. Do you watch Street Beefs ever?
Huh?
Do you watch Street Beefs on YouTube at all?
No, man. I'm like, as far as technology, I'm retarded, bro. Like, like my kids are still watching like Disney shows that I kept as a kid. Like, I'm not. Yeah.
Those are the best ones, though.
Tech savvy.
Yeah, my first crush was Lizzie McGuire, bro. She's probably still to this day Deontay Wilder voice. So did you have to cut weight? Like, because I know
No,
you moved up weight class for this fight, correct? Like you normally with
yeah,
welterweight.
yeah. I usually walk around like 78. So we were like, yeah, I'll take the 85. Maybe I can just chug some water and be there. And then we got to Vegas, and like, I'm an avid cannabis smoker, and I quit for the fight. And usually it helps with the weight cuts. It kind of slows my hunger down to where I'm not really hungry, but didn't help too much on this. Like I got up there in Vegas and I'm like 74. I'm like, oh shit, what do I do? Like we ended up having to. They bought me margarita salt and gallons of water, and I chugged 2.5 gallons of water the day of weigh-ins. I weighed 182, and then before I left the Apex, I think I was weighing 76 after going and peeing and everything. And then the next day for the fight, I was 72.
That is
I guess I just
crazy.
flushed everything out. Yeah.
So yeah, so is that a thing for like MMA? Like, do you have to like make the required weight to fight too, or just make under the limit?
Make it a certain, like, I think if I wouldn't have made at least 82, they would have had some kind of issue and try to make me gain a little bit more.
Hmm.
Because I was in an incident with UFC uh, like a month ago where I was trying to step up for a fight, and I was told it was 85, but in reality, it was a quick catch weight at 95. So I showed up at 81, and yeah, the state just wasn't going to allow that to happen.
That's a big difference, man. That's crazy. I didn't know that. Yeah, that's wild. Anybody watching too? Like, the first fight that he had, the UFC debut on Halloween. Shouts out to my son Bryson as his birthday. He fought middleweight. And typically, Charlie fights welterweight. Speaking of which, man, I was watching some of your highlights, man. They're pretty sweet. Shouts out to Dapper Media. He says, "Yo, Charlie, you good, brother? Hoping you're okay, bro."
Yeah, man, I appreciate it. I'm doing a lot better, man. Big scare, but I'll be back.
Shouts out my man Ben tapping in, saying what's up. Um, was this enough said? Media MMA. Can't wait to see more Charlie in the UFC. Hell yeah, man. That's yeah. You're in there now, man. That's I'm pretty excited to
That
see
was
you.
my main, yeah, that was my main thing when they called. Like, I don't care who it is. I just want my foot in the door. So, I mean, I didn't get a long demonstration to show what I'm capable of, but I mean, I feel like in the first 20 seconds, I said a little statement.
Yeah, those act kicks you're throwing, bro. Bro, that's crazy. And then I asked you, yeah, if anybody listening to make the thumbnail for YouTube, I asked Charlie, hey, can you send me some pics? Bro, all the crazy ass kicks you have in those pictures you were sending me, like you're literally just floating in the air in every single picture, man. Like I can't wait, man.
Oh yeah, dude. It's like especially like the last 10 seconds, like that's what a lot of people remember. The doom doom doom. Then a lot of people they take them down to try to win that round. Me, it's like I gotta throw something fancy. I don't want to just win the judges. I want the whole crowd to be like, like, yeah. So I try to play the crowd a lot too.
Yeah, it's speaking of those kicks, we have someone tapping in from Facebook. They want to know what's your background. I'm assuming they mean like
Uh,
as far as mixed martial arts.
Taekwondo. Yeah, I started Taekwondo when I was 6, and I mean, even today I'm active in Taekwondo. I I teach a little class, so yeah, Taekwondo all the way.
Yeah, I remember I was telling you about my son. He watches these. I think it's Coco Melon. They got like a Taekwondo video. I don't know. It's like what I was thinking of when you were saying that. I'll send it over to you. Where at? Like, because you're down in Texas, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, like back in what was it? I don't remember when Harvey hit, but Harvey hit and it like took our gym out, mine and my dad's that we had in Cleveland, and
Damn.
now I just teach. I got my gym set up at my house to where I just have a few students that I used to teach and a couple of their friends that they bring along now. So yeah.
Well, we got one more question. We'll comment. They say, "What do you feel is the hardest art to defend against?" So maybe,
And me as a stand-up fighter, I would say wrestling. I don't like wrestlers that much. Like their takedowns, where like
mm,
jits. Once we get on the ground, jits is dangerous. But like the wrestler's gonna have the better chance of taking me down.
yeah, yeah. Especially someone like you say, you like to play the crowd and have some fun. Wrestlers don't really like. They don't. They're known
Yeah,
not to be fun, I should say.
nothing against wrestlers. I mean, they're punishers, but I mean, a lot of people don't respect like the full aspect of MMA to where they look at the ground as boring. So like, I mean, I enjoy the ground. Like, actually, past probably a year and a half, I don't really work stand up. Like, I spar, but I mean, as far as like working stand up, no, it's more jits and wrestling. So I was kind of upset that how that fight ended. Like that first little takedown knocked the breath out of me, and I'm just like, holy crap! All this, all my game planning for the ground just went out the window, and I was just like, all right, just don't take damage. So I mean, I walked out of the fight with just the hurt neck, nothing on my face, so I didn't take damage, but hurt the pride.
Well, it's funny too, because like you come out with those axe kicks if you're watching the fight, and it looked like Kevin was like, "Oh fuck this," he was like he didn't want no part of it.
Yeah, his whole face changed, and like I should have known then. I thought it was more like, okay, like he's about to bring it. It was more like, oh no, we're gonna go to the ground now.
Yeah, he's like, "Yeah, we're good on this. I'm about to we're gonna take this down here for a minute." Yeah, man, 3 days notice. That's fucking that's a record. I don't know, like I know Quinta had the thing with Habib, but like that's to my knowledge, it's like one of the quickest like notices for like a UFC debut. You even got some love from the champ, man. Israel Adesanya. What was that like?
Dude, that was crazy. Like, me and my coaches were just chilling outside the hotel, and we're just chit chatting, and then the car pulls up to the main lobby, and we see Izzy gets out. We're like, oh crap! And then he like waves over at me. I'm like, no way. So I wave back, and then he like waves me to come over. I'm like, later, guys. I'm on the way over. He meets me halfway, and then he's like, bro, that axe kick was awesome. Can I get a picture with you? I was like, only if I can get a picture with you too. And like, man, just him telling me the axe kick was awesome, and like I idolize him. Just like he's bringing traditional arts back into the MMA. And when I told him that, he was like, "What do you think you're doing?" I'm like, "Hell yeah!" Like,
Yeah.
appreciate it. Like, it's cool. Yeah, I was almost fangirling. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's that's why I say the show too, because I try to like stay non-biased because I have like interview guys, but that's one of the guys, and you now too, man. I can't wait to see your next fight after a little bit. I got to see those fucking pictures you sent me, dude. I wish I could put them up. I'll find a way if I can, but like you can't help but to be excited when people like that fight, like because you don't see that kind of stuff all the time.
And that's my main thing. Like I knew like once I got my foot in the door and they could see like it doesn't matter if I'm gonna go be the champion of UFC or not, but like people are gonna pay to watch me fight. I feel like win or lose, I'm gonna try to make it as exciting as possible. Because at the end of the day, like none of this is personal. It's not an actual fight. Yeah, we're trying to beat each other up, but we're putting on a show. Like
Yeah.
we can beat each other. I mean, we train hard and long enough. We can beat each other up with style or skill instead of
Yeah.
just brawling.
Yeah, speaking of skill, because you're on LFA beforehand, I mean, there's only like one. I guess you only have the one fight to experience so far, but like in terms of that skill set, did you feel like a jump from Kevin Holland in the UFC versus guys you fought at LFA and other programs?
Uh, I mean, of course, you always try to like picture UFC fighters are just like in a whole nother class. which I mean they are, but I mean with Kevin Holland, I knew he was dangerous, but I knew I was faster to where ultimately, like I feel like the game is played with speed, and whoever can get there first, and whoever can get out of there. Like I mean, I try to make to where I look the same going out of the fight as I did coming in. So
Nice and
like my
purdy.
main thing, yeah, my main thing is don't get hit and make my punches count. Like I don't try to throw unnecessary punches. Like I'm not gonna blitz you with 10 shots and maybe 5 of them land. I'm gonna try to throw 3 shots and make those 3 shots count.
Yeah,
So
for anybody who wants to see some of the stuff that you did do, is there like highlights or like what should we be typing into YouTube to see how Charlie gets
uh,
down?
I'm pretty sure on YouTube you could just type in Charlie Ontiveros MMA and like the list pops up. And I mean, from like my first pros to even some of my amateur fights, they're just exciting. Like I
They'll-
personally can't like watch like even UFC fights. I just started getting to where I can sit down and watch them. Like my anxiety, like I'll be I'll be sweating through my shirt. It'd be freezing in my house. And I'm just I can't watch it. So yeah, even watching my fights, like I know the outcome. I'm still like I don't like watching them.
yeah. Is that for like every single fight? Someone's shouting you out. Robert Jack said, "Yo, Charlie, what's up, Beats?" Is that your nickname, Beats?
Huh?
Someone
What was
Robert
that?
Jack says, "Yo, Charlie, what's up, Beats?" Is that like your nickname, or maybe you meant to say something else? I don't know.
Uh, no, I don't know about that one.
Yo, Charlie, you almost KO'd Holland with that spinning back fist, and that axe kick was amazing.
Yeah, that back fist. That one was definitely not planned. It was more like just I was already turning, or I was like, he's either gonna grab me and we're gonna go down, or I need to throw this arm out. So I just boom. Like the fact that it hit, awesome, but no, that wasn't planned.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I was looking at your yeah. All right. So which one of the videos though, like, or which like fight moment is your favorite? Like, which one when people are scrolling through that list on YouTube, you like click that one. Like that's the motherfucker you're gonna see in the UFC.
uh, I would say Charlie Ontiveros versus man Mark Garcia. Like you see a lot of kicks in that one, and I
Okay,
finish it with a jumping round to the head.
that's so sick, dude. I really would be like, I wish you could see my reaction when you sent me that list. I was like, the pictures, because every single one you're floating in the air, throwing some like crazy shit. Is awesome. Um, Speaking of like some of your fights, you have a stoppage by you have a TKO victory by heart stoppage. What what happened in that fight?
Um, I mean, the guy did have a big weight cut, and of course, he's gonna say that's what it was, and I don't try to tell anybody any otherwise, but the doctor said it was due to the kick, and then it was. I seen it. It was second round. Honestly, I didn't think they were gonna let him after the first round. Like I probably hit him with 40 elbows to the dome while he's trying to like take me down. Like my elbow, that was 3 years ago, and I still have tender spots from that fight. Where
That's
yeah, he
crazy.
should have made it to the second round. The coaches should have stopped it or something. But he came out, and my dad was just like, because my dad's in my corner always, and he was just like, "Look, you beat the head up. Just take him out by the body." I was like, "All right, we can do that." So I took a kick to the body, seen him like, cover up. I was like, okay, one more of those and it's game over. So I threw another kick to the body and he kind of hunched down and it went right across the chest. And he took a step forward and I was just like, no way. And then boom, he just collapsed. And I was just like, yeah, boom. And then the doctor came in, and then I seen the defibs come in, and I was just like, no way. And then like everybody got quiet, the whole arena. And then all you hear is his wife screaming. Like, I was just like, no way, this guy just died in here, dude. And yeah, it was intense. Like, I'm trying to get out of the cage because like I did not want to be anywhere near that. Like I'm crying to my dad, like, get me out of here. I just want to go to the locker room. And yeah, they got him back to life in the cage, and then they said on the way to the hospital he died again, and they got him back. He's doing well now.
Oh my God.
Yeah, he don't. I don't think they said he could fight anymore. I know he does like jits tournaments still. Like, so I mean, I'm glad it didn't take him away from the sport completely.
Yeah, dude, that's scary. At first, it sounds like a cool story, but when you tell like how it actually was, like sounds awful. I
Yeah,
was getting goosebumps and like, yeah,
like, it's bad because like people they're like, oh man, that's the killer there, and I'm just like, that's still too soon. Like I still don't like that name.
yeah,
Keep that
dude.
one. Yeah, I'll stick to Charlie or American Bad Boy. I don't want killer. Like,
Yeah, yeah. Actually, that's because right when you said like you heard his wife screaming, like everyone was quiet, but you hear his wife screaming. That like just
yeah,
put like
so
the
you
whole like
knew,
vision in my head, dude.
like, I've never met his wife, but like you knew that scream. Like you knew that was either mom or wife. And like
Hmm.
she reached up to the cage, and I was just like, I want out of here.
Yeah, dude. That's fucking nuts. That's a shitty situation
Like,
to be in for sure. Someone says Charlie Ontiveros was Chris Lopez. Was that a good fight? Is that what?
Chris Lopez, that was the war. That was like everybody says like they need at least one war. That was my war. Like to the point I think third round he was like, come on," and then I was just standing in the center of the cage and like I drew the line. I was like, "No, come on," and then he still didn't come, so he made me cross the line. But man, he gave me the war that I needed to know that this is what I still wanted to do.
Yeah, yeah. Like in those moments, is it ever actually fun, or has it ever become like when you have those wars like that? It's just like fuck, man. Like I just want to get this guy out of here and go home and smoke some.
I think I know for sure in that fight, it didn't become fun until the second round. The first round was just like, oh God, please don't let me get hit by his left hand, because that's the only thing I knew that was super dangerous about him. Like, I do not want
Hmm.
to get touched by that hand. And I did get touched by it in the second round, and it kind of stunned me. But like after that, I was like, you know what? That wasn't that bad. Let's start the game. So yeah, it got a lot more fun in the second and third round.
Someone says, "Who's your favorite UFC fighter right now?"
Uh, so Anderson Silva's retired, right? He's
Yeah,
out of the
yeah, dude, you were there for his last fight. How?
dude. That was intense too. Like, cause I mean I'm a fan of Uriah Hall as well, but like, man, Anderson Silva. I watched the dude just walk across the stadium, seen trash on the floor. His posse kept walking. He picked up the trash, walked it over to the trash can, and dusted his hands off. Kept walking. I'm just like, and he looks at me and gives me a thumbs up. I was like, yeah, dude. Yeah, it was cool. But I would say right now, I guess Izzy, man. I mean, as far as performance wise and just, I mean, he's able to bring his personality into the cage as well, to where you see it in just every move. So,
Mhm.
so I just went from Anderson Silva to Izzy. So, I mean, it's not much difference between the two.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, he kind of is like the second coming of him, right? Joel Vasquez says, "Can't wait to see you fight again, Charlie." Me too, man. I'm pretty excited.
Thanks, Joe.
Robert Jackson, Charlie the Goat.
I'm
Bye.
not go. I'm working there though, for sure.
Yeah. So is there a timetable on recovery from for the neck and maybe getting back in there?
I mean, I was gonna take like 2 weeks before like I start like getting back into training and stuff. Like I'm still gonna be doing light mid work, but maybe this I get to work a little bit more stand up, resting my neck. So I haven't worked stand up in a while. So that'll be fun.
Yeah. Then I guess I kind of selfishly have a question too. I mean, I had all those questions, but as a father, what's like the first discipline you're putting your son in? Is it Tae Kwon Doe because that's what you did, or
I
jujitsu, or?
mean, like it all depends on the kid itself too. Like whenever I try to tell my friends or like anybody comes up like, what should I put my kids in? Like daughters, daughters should definitely learn jujitsu first. Like I feel like they're just gonna get put in a situation to where like they're gonna get put on their back, and I want them to be able to defend themselves. So like,
Mm,
yeah, as far as girls, I feel like jujitsu should be one of the first, and then guys, the boys. I mean, you got your big country fed boys that love just wrestling, so of course wrestling or jujitsu, and then you got your scrawny, more flexible kids that like kicking. So Taekwondo is going to be your thing. If you like just the punch and you're going to go boxing, it's all on just like what your kid like. I mean, parents should be able to like see which one they would like
yeah.
to. Seeing that now, like now that I have kids, like I don't want to like just drill it on them. Like you're gonna know how to fight, and that's what you're gonna do. I want them to be able to defend themselves, of course, but like if he wants to play baseball or basketball, that's fine
Yeah.
by me. This is a tough sport, and before you start getting really paid, you get a lot of bumps and cuts and bruises, man. Really
Yeah,
starting to
man.
question if this is what you really want to do. And like before that phone call, me and my wife, because like, I got laid off and I've been doing the private lessons and stuff, and like we started really getting tight, and it's like, man, might have to, go back to pipelining or something. And she's like, well, let's give it another couple of weeks. I was like, all right. And dude, that week, like 2 days later, we got the call. So I was like, all right, God's got the plan for me.
Fuck yeah, man. Yeah, it's crazy. I didn't know that. So you actually had two calls. You had one before, but it's just too high of a weight
Yeah,
class, huh?
yeah, and I think forgot his name. It's the guy that does the Joker face at weigh-ins. That's the
Oh,
guy.
what the
I'm
hell is his
terrible
name?
with names on fighters.
Couture or whatever. Didn't he fight in Fight Island with Habib on Habib's card?
I
Oh, you don't
believe
watch the
so.
fights. Yeah, that I'm glad he didn't take that one because as a big like
That would have been a big dude because like
yeah.
I watched them. I watched them walk out of the hotel and like just like okay, that dude's probably a 205er. And then my coach was like, all right, that's the dude that you agreed to fight. I was like, damn. All right. Still gonna fight, but damn.
And then I know we're cutting. Go ahead. What were you gonna say?
Like to where like with Holland, like I knew Holland fought at 70, and like he's been floating 85 just because he's been going back to back to back. To where like I knew he wasn't gonna get that much bigger after the fight. So,
Yeah.
but I still felt the strength difference. He put that arm around my neck and kicked that leg out. I was like, I'm going for a ride.
Trying to think of who the hell does the Joker face. I want to know his name. Marcus Perez. I just looked it up. I cheated.
There we go. There we go. I knew his last name was with a P, and like, it was funny because like they just told me that all right, you're not gonna be able to fight Marcus Perez because you don't weigh enough. I was like, all right, can I go to the bathroom now? Because I've been holding this in for a while now. They're like, yeah, go, go, go. And then they like vaguely told me where the bathroom was. So I got somewhere around there and I seen this dude with the Joker face. I was just like, all right, I'll just ask him. Hey, bro, you know where the bathroom is? He's like, yeah, right there. I was like, all right. Went in, got out of the bathroom, and I'm just sitting in the little room in the Apex waiting for them to tell me I could leave. And then I started looking at my Facebook and I'm like, dude, I was supposed to fight the dude with the Joker face.
It's so
So
funny.
I got directions from him and I didn't even know I was supposed to fight him.
I wonder if he knew. Yeah, shouts out to Coach Copley. Or am I saying that correctly? He's the one with the
Yes,
Google answers. The Marcus Perez, or in Google, he knew it. And
yes,
shout
that's
out to
my
my
coach.
man.
Jet
Shout out to
Floyd.
yeah, go ahead. Yeah, shout those guys out because you train with Trevin Giles as well.
Yes. Trevin, he just won Saturday. Did an awesome performance.
Shouts out to
Yeah,
him.
for sure.
Shout, who's this? Is this your guy, Matthew Stenslin?
Yeah, my boy Matt. I actually I started training him at like I want to say he was 10 or 11. He's
Mm-hmm.
he's like I want to say he's 20 now. But yeah, I started training him and man, he's come a long way. He's still in it.
Evergreen said, Charlie, how did you get started with your MMA career? Old enough to
Uh
join late.
yeah, I want to say when we first opened our gym in Houston, me and my dad, that's where we were living. And one of our old coaches come in and was like, y'all got the stand up down. No, can't argue that. What if someone comes and takes you down, or you're in wet grass and you can't kick? What do you mean? I mean, I can get back up. Boom. The coach shot in on my dad, took him down. Said, "How you gonna get up now?" And like, boom. I was 14 and like I fell in love, and then I was like, I want to know this now. And my mom, she wasn't for it. So like the first couple years, I was kind of like, we had our gym, and like I talked to Tae Kwon Doe, and my dad talked to MMA, and with the other coach, and we had to hide it. We waited till my mom left because she worked behind the desk. So she went home. All right, Dad, it's time to train. There was one time we had a dude that came in. He was, I think I was 15. He was like 26. I don't know. He's just like, yeah, dude, I've been training in my backyard for 7 years. And we were just like, yeah, that's
Uh,
awesome. And like, just one of those egos. We tell everybody, leave your ego at the door. Like, this ain't the place for it.
yeah.
But it, it ended with me having him in the corner with his legs up, like just dropping light punches, just letting him know, hey, I could be hurting. And then my mom walks in. Charlie, what are you doing? I just jump up. I'm like, Dad was just using me as a dummy, Mom. And yeah, uh, we had to stop that for a little bit. And then I played football my junior and senior year. And that's when my mom was like, you know what? This is more dangerous than cage fighting. You're having to worry about 11 other people trying to take your head off.
Yeah.
Like, all right, okay, that's all it took. Watching me play football. So like, I had my first fight at 18. I actually broke my arm. Guy like grabbed me and yanked backwards, and I put my arms out, and then it just popped out. And
Damn.
then second cage fight, I also lost. I got my throat crushed, where they had to rush me to the hospital on that.
Oh, like literally,
And
like
yeah,
crushed.
like yeah, it caved in on me.
What?
Where after my first two amateur fights, I was like, I don't know if I'm like I like it, but I don't know if my body is made for this. And then I just went on a winning streak from there, and it was my fourth pro fight when I finally lost again.
Bro, your throat crunch. That's fucking crazy, dude.
It actually happened to me once before in a Tae Kwon Doe tournament. I was 13, and I went over the top of somebody to throw a punch, and he just threw side kick up, caught me right in the throat. And I'm like, walk back to my line, and I'm like, I can't breathe or nothing. I looked at my mom who's got the camera, and she's just like, sees my face changing colors. Camera drops. She goes over there, grabs my throat, and at the same time, another teammate of mine, his dad was watching, and he picked me up, like from around my stomach. So like that forced air, and then like she squeezed in my throat, popped it open, and then yeah, they took me in an ambulance in too.
Bro, I didn't even know that can happen.
Yeah, I never. I always wondered if I was ever gonna have like an Adam's apple after that first incident, and then the second time it happened right on the Adam's apple. I thought it crushed it like for good.
Yeah, dude, that's nuts. It's your cousin,
Yeah, that's
man.
what
So,
I think.
hey, Charlie.
Yeah, I'm happy if my kids choose to do something else.
Hell yeah. I think every another question. Let's see. So, when you had made your UFC debut, was it more nerve wracking to fight there for the first time, or your first ever MMA fight?
Nah, dude. UFC hands down. Like that was even just being in the hotel room the day of the fight, just like looking at my dad. I'm like, can we leave? Can we just go home? I don't want to do this. Like I thought I did, but I don't. It's like, oh, dude, this has been your dream forever. I'm like, now that it's here, I don't think I want to be here. But no, once I got to the apex, got my hands wrapped, it started becoming more real, and uh, then which I'm glad they didn't show my walkout on UFC because like once my song hit, like the waterworks started flowing, bro, and I was just like, man, this dude's gonna be staring at me. I'm gonna be crying. He ain't gonna be scared.
I
And but
remember
once
my
I finally like got to the end and there.
oh, oh, you're back. You froze for a little bit there. Shout to Robert Jack in the comment section for watching. Please make sure you hit that
What was
subscribe
that?
button. Robert Jack, he keeps commenting these middleweight matchups, but Charlie's a welterweight, man. So start dreaming up some welterweight matchups. Oh, we're frozen again. I'll read a comment. Maybe Charlie come back. I told him we'd go like a half hour. He might have some stuff to plan too. I don't know if he's gonna hop back on or not. Let me read this comment though. We all had saw that nice axe kick landed. So when you landed that, were you getting confident and loose, or still a bit nervous? It was a great question, but Charlie, I don't know if. Oh wait, hold on. Let me see. Let me try this real quick. He might hop up. Nope, I lied. Well, that's UFC welterweight Charlie Ontiveros. I don't know if you're gonna hop back on or not. Oh wait, you did. Is that him? Boom. We back, baby. All right. Cool, man. I'll let you get going here soon too, because I forgot I told you a half hour. We're running on 40 minutes.
That's
But
cool, man.
Robert Jack, he's like one of your newest favorite fans. Yeah, he's a welterweight, man. He keeps throwing all these middleweight matchups in the comments. I had to let him know. He said, but he fought Holland at middleweight. Yeah, he fought Kevin Holland at middleweight because on 3 days' notice. It's his first UFC debut. They called him. He was there, and he wanted to kick Kevin. He didn't want
Yeah,
to kick him in the face,
they
but he
called.
had to.
Oh no! All right, we back.
Yep, you're back. We can hear you at least. Ah, shit. Let me try one more time.
All right, we're back. All right, cool.
Yep. Now we're back. We're back. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, took the fight with Kevin Holland at middleweight. I mean, it wasn't the best fight for me, but I knew like that was my foot in the door. Like and
Yeah.
I knew he was a stand-up fighter to where there was a chance I could show some of my.
Oh, damn. Damn. Charlie was talking about those nerves though, about crying and maybe not wanting to do the fight. And I think we heard that from a lot of UFC fighters, a lot of MMA guys. I mean, what you are going in there to fight in your underwear in front of like millions of people, like hell yeah, you're gonna be nervous. But even Darren Till said that. I know he's like wildly popular and whatnot, but Robert Jack back with the comments. A-OK, Charlie versus Usman. I got Charlie by KO. Yeah, man. I'm excited to see Charlie turn up in the UFC. Like I said, as soon as that fight started, if you guys didn't see it on Halloween, he's off the rip with those axe kicks, man. It was pretty awesome. But yeah, Charlie is a welterweight. Everybody watching, please make sure to hit that subscribe button, man. I'm gonna try to keep these coming. Hopefully, maybe get Charlie on again soon on mine and Baby Hulk's show. Me and Baby Hulk got a podcast or a show called the 012. We're gonna start doing fight reactions, like street fights and street beats, but with guests, UFC fighter guests, or even just whoever else. Enough said, MMA. Charlie's a beast. This is only the beginning, man. It is the only beginning, man. I can't wait to watch him fight. And honestly, you guys have to check him out too. I'd like to see Charlie versus Magny when he gets back in there. Ooh, I'm gonna keep that one up there. That would be actually really dope. You know what I'm about to do? Because I don't know if Charlie's coming back. I'm about to look up who do you say? Charlie Ontiveros versus Garcia. That's what I want to see. Man, I brought up the one thing too about him having a TKO by heart stoppage, but I didn't know like the guy like for real almost died. That's insane. Here we go. Maybe I get this going for you guys to see too. Sorry guys, here I'm a little weird. Mark Garcia, good looks, good looks. Shout out to Philly Podcast, Philly the podcast. Justin Parker, Lopez. Yo, I got a prep school offer. Hey, shouts out to you, Jay Crazy. Hold on, guys. I'm gonna see if I get this one on here for you guys. I want to see this too. This is Charlie Ontiveros versus Mark Garcia. Charlie's the one in the short black shorts, I believe. We'll start seeing when the crazy kicks come which one's Charlie. Joseph Park says Charlie Ontiveros versus Chris Lopez must be a good one too. Okay. Shout out to Mike Jackson too. I think he fought in the UFC if I'm not mistaken. Good CM Punk. Oh yeah, that one's Charlie. Something crazy's coming. Here we go. It's coming. I feel it. Ooh. That man Charlie too quick for him. I've sent me this as Mike Jackson is trash. Enough said, man. We gotta link up, man. I don't know. I gotta check out your channel, man. Hit the subscribe button or message me on IG. Well, for sure, hit the subscribe button. I'm definitely gonna hit it for you. Catch Charlie's kick. Okay. Look, he felt that. Yeah, let me back up a little bit. I don't know if I want these problems. Oh yeah, that knee and that punch did something to him. He's holding that guard up now. Oh shit. Woo! I felt that one. Let's see how speed. Oh shit! Did he still land that kick? Hold on, guys. My bad, guys. I gotta see this real one more time. What the fuck? Oh shit! KO of the night. So KO is coming now. It's gotta be this round. I think the video is only 5 minutes long. Shout out to my man Baby Hawk. Make sure you guys go subscribe to him too from Street Beast. We got a podcast. We got an episode coming out tonight with Josh Frim. We'll be reacting to some Street Beef fights. His kicks are insane. Yeah, his kicks are fucking wild. That one leg kick, bro. I'll tell you. Ooh. Doing a little, motherfucker. Hit the Millie Rock. Wait for the KO, man. It's coming. I know it. Other guy's getting tired too. Knock him out, Charlie. Knock him out, Charlie. Knock him out, Charlie. Them leg kicks, bro. Fuck. It's coming. He's stalking him. American bad boy stalks his prey. He tingles his fingers as he makes a move. He's doing a proper mating call to elating the crowd. These kicks, man. Kind of reminds me of that video of Stephen Top. Bruh. I hope we got a bonus for this fight. Woo-hoo! I'm reminding guys. Go Yukin! That's a wrap. It's a wrap. That's dope. Why am I echoing? Why can I hear myself echoing? Either way, man. Charlie was having some connection issues. So Charlie did leave. But I'm definitely about to get him back on, man. I gotta get him on Mine and Baby Hawk show. Have him react to some Street Beef fights. Charlie knocked that dude's tooth out in that kick. Wow. For real? I don't know if you're saying that to hype it up or like that shit really happened. If that shit really happened, that's fucking crazy, man. But I gotta wrap this up, guys. I gotta go do some jujitsu so I don't get kicked by guys like Charlie because I can't. I'm not jumping that high, bro. Hold on, let's just run that bitch back one more time though, because I do want to. Oh, I exit out of it. I can't. All right, make sure you guys go on YouTube. Type in Charlie Ontiveros versus Mark Garcia. And then this one too, man. Justin Parker keeps bringing it up. It's Charlie Ontiveros versus Chris Lopez. And hit that subscribe button too, man. I'm gonna try to get Charlie back on, and I want to see honestly kick this guy's tooth out. That's fucking insane because they wear mouth guards. That's some crazy shit. But I'm about to head to jiu-jitsu practice, guys. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. I'm gonna try to get Charlie back on. Maybe get him to react to some Street Beef head kick knockouts or something like that. That'd be cool. Me and Baby Hawk. And shit, man. I mean, we do UFC interviews all the time, man. If you guys like football, I know Charlie said he played football for a little bit. We had Darius Leon recently. A lot of shit, man. A lot of sports. I'm trying to get some more basketball people for you guys. They're hard to reach, but I didn't want to drop this news yet. But since there's people here, Nate Robinson's boxing. One of those YouTubers, man. Jake Paul. I believe Jake Paul it is. That was Charlie's UFC or his MMA debut. That's nuts. He kicked some guy's tooth out. But yeah, Nate Robinson's boxing Jake Paul in the Mike Tyson card. And he might be stopping by the speakeasy. So make sure you guys subscribe. Stay tuned for that interview. If you don't know who Nate Robinson is, he's an NBA slam dunk champion. And he's stepping in the boxing ring with YouTuber Jake Paul. Hopefully he gets that KO because I'm rooting for him because he came on my show. Jake Paul didn't. So fuck you, Jake Paul. Shout out to everybody who tuned in. I'm dipping out. Gotta press N one more time. So hold on. Let's do it.